Hello everyone, welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning to this channel today. Welcome. So today we're going to be looking into a general tarot reading about what are your person's thoughts and feelings about you, towards you right here and now. We have three groups to choose from. Over here, I'm just going to bring the camera a little bit closer so that you can get a better view of the decks. So group number one here is going to be the Forest of Enchantment Tarot here. And group number one is going to be the beautiful Opalite crystal. Then group number two, we have the Osho Zen Tarot with this one, which is this little deck. And we have the Malachite crystal for group number two here. And then last, we have group number three with the Cat Tarot. Speaking about the cat, our kitten is just biting me ferociously at the moment. So Cat Tarot for group number three. And with group number three, we have the beautiful Aventurine crystal over here. So speaking of the cat, here she is. So these are the three decks to choose from that we have today. You can pick multiple decks if you feel guided to do that. That just means that you have messages in more than one deck. You can pick different decks for, different people or whatever floats your boat. The timestamps for each of the deck are in the description box below and also in the pinned comment below this video. Make sure to check that out and scroll down below. If you feel like you need a bit more time, now is the perfect time to just pause the video, take a few deep breaths to settle yourselves and to just come back to your own energetic frequency, to your own field of energy so that you get the most precise messages. Then just scroll down below to your groups. If any of you are interested in getting personal readings with me, you can find my email in the description box and in the pinned comment below this video, so you can check that out through my email and also my website. If any of you would prefer to do it that way, I also have a Patreon, so you can check out many more exclusive videos over there and also collective readings and free monthly giveaway readings if any of you are interested in that. All the information is in the description box below this video, okay? So with that being said, I'll give you some time to pause the video right now or to just scroll down below and get to your groups, and I'll see everyone in your chosen groups. Hello, group number one. So if you picked the Opalite crystal today, or if you have picked the beautiful Forest of Enchantment Tarot here, this is going to be your reading for what are they thinking of you today. So we're going to start off with a couple of the alchemy oracles, just to see where your person is at currently when it comes to you, when it comes to this connection. All right, so Spirit, please, for group number one, where is this person at right now? Where are they at emotionally, mentally? Thank you. We have antimony coming through and we have here chaos. Interesting. We also have lead. So these are all very, very dark in color. They're grayish, which is interesting. An interesting energy to be getting here. So where do we start off? I'm just going to look at them for a little bit. Okay, we are going to basically start with antimony here. So Stibus energy. Very interesting. We have the wolf there represented, so that might be a message for some of you. Some of you might really resonate with the wolf, or some of you might have a wolf as your totem or spirit animal here. Okay. So this energy, basically it represents wildness, it represents hunger and also a fierceness of character. So basically in medieval times, let me tell you a little bit about the card. antimony became known as the Grey Wolf of alchemy. So this was due to the metalloid's unpredictable qualities and its ability to eat away at materials in the laboratory. So gold is one of the few materials to withstand contact with this material, and for these reasons this card must be read with delicacy. So there is a certain delicate energy that's present here. On one hand, this card can represent the wild and free spirit that just wants to be expressed and wants to express itself to the world, wants to show itself to the world. And on the other hand, it represents a fierceness that can turn very, very destructive or sort of corrosive at the heart of itself or at the drop of a hat. So the message here is, very, very clear in some sense. It is to channel or bring forth the energy of the Grey Wolf's energy towards creativity. So to open the doors up to creativity, and through that to sort of create a container for this energy so that it does not turn destructive, so that it can have a space to express itself. So to embark on a calling or on a creative project. So what I'm getting here, just also with chaos and with lead being here and with this being just the main card, is what's coming through, that there needs to be like a container for this chaos. So what this person is feeling, they're feeling quite chaotically at the moment. They are feeling like all over the place. They are not contained within their own energy. They feel quite disoriented with chaos. They feel like a confused mass, quite literally. They feel spinning, and there is a certain groundlessness to this person. So it's just like being lost in the woods type of energy, or being lost in their own psyche type of energy. And what they need with lead here is just something to hold on to, something to provide them with a clear boundary, like a clear set of boundaries, a clear sort of weight or a clear container in which they could work through these emotions, during which they could express themselves better. There is a density here and a weight. Also, Saturn is something that is present within this card. So it's quite, like lead is quite a sobering card, It's the first metal. Its properties are very heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. So this is something that your person feels like they need in this connection or in this energy at the moment. This is how they are currently feeling. I feel like there is a certain split energy that's happening here for your person, because just with all these cards, I'm just going to show it to you, like bring them closer to you. So, it feels like these two are the split parts of their psyche that need to be brought together here to be allowed to express themselves. But I feel like your person is on one hand, they feel very unsteady, they feel very ungrounded, they feel quite disoriented in this connection. And on the other hand, they don't want to be, too strict or too thick, or too, holding things in a structure that does not provide any creative movement. So I feel like up until now, they might have been either going from one state to the other, sort of, moving as though a pendulum swings. On this side we have chaos, complete disorientation, not really knowing where they stand, what they want. On this side we have just complete stiffness and heaviness and inability to move. It's just this ability, just this strong energy of Saturn, which is also responsibility and holding themselves accountable for everything. It feels also quite karmic, in a sense, like they are putting a lot of pressure on themselves to be a certain way, to perform at a certain level, or to expect things of themselves that are just very strict and heavy, to expect from a human being. So I feel like what they are wanting, or where they are at today as you're watching this video, where they are at this time, is here in the middle, where they want to contain this creative power, but still they want to give it stability. They want to allow it to express itself to the world. And they're trying to find the way in which they can have like both, like they can hold the polarities here. So how they can hold the polarity of chaos, the lead energy, and bring that together into a creative process in which they are open to you, in which they are open to this connection unfolding however it should and wants to unfold. And at the same time, they are creating safe self boundaries for their own person. So yeah, that's basically what's coming through here. This energy of stability is what they're wanting, but also the energy of wanting to express themselves, wanting to show the world who they are, wanting to come out of the shadows, come out of the fog here with this anti-money card, definitely. Okay, so let's see what the tarot wants to say. So Spirit, please, for group number 1, what's going on with this person? We have the fairy wind, we have the black shadow, okay, we have seeker of spells, and the wheel of fortune, the enchanted wheel there. The 10 of challenges is at the bottom, so it feels like this person has been going through a lot, or is still going through a lot of upheaval in their lives. Maybe just the 10 of swords being here, it feels like things were very difficult here. It feels like things have really brought them to their knees, brought them to the ground quite stiffly. Okay, so we have the fairy wind. This is the energy of chariot. So this energy wants to come forth and play. It's the type of energy that's quite creative, but also quite secure within itself. So there is a certain movement that this person wants to make towards you, wants to make towards this connection. We also have the black shuck here. The black shuck is the energy of death. So what is happening here is a huge like upheaval in the sense of rebirth. So something is going to die, or something is dying at the moment, and something new, a new way of being or a new way of approaching situations is being born right now. So there's a big element of transformation that is at play in your connection and in your person right now. I am here looking at this hand, almost like, it feels like there is someone dead there. And this is making me think of the 10 of challenges, almost like this person with this 10 of challenges has died and is now being born again in a new light, in a new understanding, in certain clarity. So what's definitely coming through about this connection is that this person is learning to look at this connection differently. They're learning to look at you differently. They're learning to appreciate different things. They're learning to recognize certain elements of this connection that they might not have recognized before. There's a new cycle that's beginning for you guys at this moment. There's definitely something strong shifting in their own character, in their own perception of the reality of your connection at the moment. And yeah, just with those eyes burning, it does feel like they are trying to sort of x-ray vision the situation, like they're trying to look behind the situation. They're trying to understand, why is this happening for me? There's this element of really trying to look deep within the elements of this connection and to understand the elements that are going in the making of it. A very alchemical way of looking at things, and they are oriented towards making action here. Now with the fairy wind, there's this strong wish to take action, to do something about the whole situation. We have the enchanted wheel reversed though. So to me, it feels like this person is waiting for certain synchronicities or waiting for something to unfold before they are going to take action. So it feels like they are not a willful player in their own game at the moment. It feels like they are like, okay, Spirit, take the wheel, show me the sign, show me where I need to be, show me where I or what I have to do, just show me the signs, show me the direction, then I'm going to take action. They are definitely, following Spirit, but it's not like they are in the flow of the matter. if you understand what I mean. It's like this person has not jumped in the water and it's not flowing with the current of the water, but they are like walking near the stream of the water, like they're walking on the earth and sort of looking at the signs, looking where it's going, looking where it's taking them. Or rather, a better way of expressing this would be they have not jumped in the water, but they are on the coast waiting for a boat to arrive or something to give them that sign, okay, I'm now supposed to get on, I'm now supposed to have this journey, that type of energy. So I feel like they are quite open. They're very open to synchronicities. They're very open to the universe guiding them. Maybe through other people, maybe through events, maybe through just things that seem important to them. Maybe through, animals or certain things just appearing throughout the day. They're giving them the idea that they should move in a certain manner or in a certain direction. So they're definitely listening and following the signs. It's not like this person is resisting. I want to point that out. But it's like they are not actively going with the flow of the situation. So there's just this energy that's about doing things a little bit differently than just following the flow of the situation. But it's not about like this person not wanting to take action, because I am seeing them wanting to take action here with the fairy wind. It's taking aligned action, but first of all they need to get a certain sign. They need to get like this alignment from the universe that it's okay, and now I'm supposed to be moving there. We have the Seeker of Spells now here. The Seeker of Spells is the energy of the Queen. No, yes, it's the Queen of Spells. I think maybe. Oh God, I completely forgot, you guys. I think it's the Queen, or maybe it's the Knight. God, I completely forgot, but. Okay, I'm going to check that out very quickly, you guys, because I'm a little... the Weaver of Challenges is the Queen. So yeah, the Seeker is the Knight. All right. So this to me feels like this person... Yeah, again, it's the energy of wanting to take action towards something, wanting to find something. This feels like it's the energy of discovery. So wanting to discover what is out there for them, but wanting to be led there. This to me almost feels like this person on this card was led through the dark midst of the forest to uncover something, and they followed the signs, they followed the animals, they followed the birds, whatever it is that they wanted to follow, they followed based on their intuition, and they chose based on their intuition, but still they had like that feedback from the universe. They were not like, okay, I'm going that direction, sort of going with that flow, but they're like, okay, I'm going to follow the signs, and I'm going to take turns based on those signs to bring me where I need to be brought. And I feel like they definitely feel like they have been brought in a very majestic and very magical place, which is your connection right now. So they're seeing your connection as very magical. Fox or fox spirit might be very relevant for you guys in this connection. It's just something that's coming through. Maybe even magpies are relevant for you guys. Just there is this majesty, there is this mystery here. There is this element of something that's between a cat and a dog here as well, just as foxes are sort of like exhibiting the characteristics of both dogs and cats. So this to me feels like this person might sometimes be just very, very open, very like extroverted, very happy to see you. And on the other hand, they might be a little bit more like a cat, more reserved, more, introspective. You'd sort of have to dig out certain information from them. So this is how this interaction, this is how this connection basically feels to me from their perspective. It might also be you, that you sometimes are like a dog, sometimes you're more like a cat, so there is like this dynamic energy that's present here. So let's see what else, Spirit, for group number 1, what's going on here. We have the Weaver of Challenges coming through reversed. I feel like with this Queen of Swords reversed, it feels like this person was very, very critical of themselves previously, or are currently still critical of themselves. I feel like they still hold themselves to a certain standard. They want to perform in a certain manner, or just they have like very, very strict perceptions of themselves or how they should be living the world. So I feel like that might have been an element in your connection with your person had to work through, or had to look and recognize within themselves, just this energy of how hard they are on themselves, how almost like cruel they are towards themselves, and by default also cruel towards other people. So this energy, this to me feels like a certain coldness, like a certain detachment, but detachment in terms of, you know, how they are projecting themselves towards the world, how they are showing up for other people, how they're showing up for themselves. It feels like they hold themselves to this huge standard, or just the energy of how they should be is something that's like a priority for them, or was a priority. And they have learned to recognize this about themselves, and they're moving more towards self-love at the moment, is what I'm feeling, especially like with this death being here. There is a dynamic process that's unfolding that's not allowing them to move back into their past self. But still, this is still present a little bit in their psyche. This is still who they are, you know. This person is still someone who is going to hold themselves in a very, very high status, or like a high they're going to expect like very strong things of themselves, things that are maybe not conducive, or don't go well with just with being human, you know. This person wants to expect I'm gonna say ubermensch things of themselves, just, you know, things that are not vibing so well with the well-being of everyday humanity, or just human beings in general. So they're not being self-loving, but they're learning to recognize that. They're learning to recognize the self-love. So let's see what else. And through them being self-loving towards themselves, they're also going to end up being more self-loving towards you. So this connection is going to flow more easily. We have the 9 of Spells reversed. This to me feels like they are letting go of their strong boundaries. So this is again finding that stability here between lead and chaos. So they are trying to find that safe space in which they have their own sense of boundaries, their own sense of self, but still they are able to interact with the world without having this stiffness being present, you know, this stiffness of no, you're not coming through here, you know. But they are sort of allowing things through and allowing things to play with them. Yeah, they're being less rigid with their own expression, with their own feelings, with their own expectations of themselves and of other people, which is allowing love to flow more easily, which is allowing you to step into their lives more at the moment. So you're definitely being strongly invited to enter into this person's life at the moment. So we have the oldest one. We have the Hierophant coming through. With the Hierophant, it feels like this person might be conversing with their parents, or even with their grandparents, if they're still alive. Just to gain clarity, just to gain wisdom. It might also be that this person is doing meditations about ancestry or things like that, connecting with their ancestors at this time. They're trying to gain wisdom and understanding on their path, and they feel like they want to align deeper with their roots at this moment. So they're trying to get themselves more grounded in this connection. They're trying to gain stability and trying to just really settle themselves down on the earth. As I said here before, you know, it feels like this person is walking on the earth. They're not sort of being in the water, flowing easily with it. And this definitely resonates. Like this person, they feel like they have to have their feet firmly planted on the ground. almost like grounding themselves constantly so they don't float away with that chaos being there. It feels like there's strong energies afoot here between the two of you still, like this person and this person is basically learning how to navigate those stronger energies. They're learning how to play this and sort of go in the flow of this energy, but they still need a lot of groundedness. They still need a lot of stability here with that lead being here, you know. They need stability. They're not the type of person who is going to be too out there or too spontaneous, you know. They're still going to be very, very grounded. They're still going to listen to their wisdom. They're very much going to just maybe even listen to tradition, with the Hierophant being here. You know, that can also mean societal traditions. So this person might not want to be a reformer if your connection involves that. They're wishing on a star here. They're wishing for something to change or something to be better. This to me feels like, you know, looking at the stars and hoping the star is going to be true, but at the same time recognizing that they are here on earth and the star is up there on the sky. It's like this unreachable thing for them. And this coming through here with the Hierophant, it might be that this person's like traditional mind is holding them back from really recognizing the limitlessness of the universe, the limitlessness of what can be. With Starlight, what's coming through is just this strong energy of Aquarius, you know, thinking above the societal structures, thinking about what can be. Like this reformer energy is what's coming through. Enneagram number 1, if any of you resonate with that, that's definitely coming through here. Just this strong energy of wanting to be seen and to realize their dreams. But it's like there's this optimistic and almost like pessimistic side to them that's like at odds with itself, because on one side they are wanting this, you know, if we take the Starlight as the element of them wanting connection with you, them wanting to have a relationship with you, move in together, whatever it is that you two want, you know, just confess love and to have a loving relationship with you. It is a strong want in that direction. But then there's the Hierophant that's like, you know, let's look at this rationally type of energy. Let's look at how this is going to go in society. Let's look at all the other elements that are connected to this wish, this want here, and let's look if this is feasible. You know, it's like that type of very rational energy of looking at things, but at the same time, you know, the Hierophant is at the same time a very wise being, and it is something, it's the type of being that is resonating also with self-love of all the beings around it. So I feel like your person is trying to figure out if they should focus on their self-love, and if their self-love, what they are wanting, is enough for this to be worth it. You know, if they are willing to be a reformer or rebel in this energy, if this is worth it, if this energy, this connection is worth them being a rebel at this time. Yeah, it feels like just the whole energy here is them searching, them trying to find the signs about where they should go, because they definitely feel like they have a lot of different parts, like they have a lot of polarities here. So one side is saying this, the other side is saying that, and it's like, oh my god, how do I, you know, make these two come together and integrate them? So what they're doing is they're trying to listen for the universe and for the signs of the universe, which might also include you, by the way. Maybe even a contact from you can be a sign towards this person. If you feel like guided to contacting this person, you know, it might be a sign for them that's letting them know, okay, I should move in this direction, I should initiate this. So Spirit is wanting to let you know that there is strong power that's on your side at this moment, strong power to decide what it is that you're wanting and where you want to move this connection. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we have the Two of Spells. Yeah, there is strong power on your side about what you're wanting to create, what you want to manifest in this connection. So you are the one who is definitely deciding. You are the one, through your contact and through you may be contacting this person or, initiating some type of movement. If you're guided to do that, of course, don't do it just because I'm telling you to do it. But if you're guided to do something to make this connection move, it might just be that your person is waiting for that to happen so that they know that it is right to move in that direction. We have the Ten of Challenges again on the bottom here. So, just this, you have to understand that this person is going through it quite roughly. Right now, the ending of a cycle is near and it's quite heavy for your person. There is a certain heaviness. They might be, really down, feeling very disappointed, feeling very doubtful, feeling very sad and just defeated in general is what it feels like. Defeated by life, defeated by what's coming through. And we have the Ten of Boons now underneath the Ten of Swords. So that's interesting. Then we have the Ten of Visions. Oh my God, wow. Spirit's like incredible. Yeah, like the Ten of Challenges is ending, but the Ten of Wounds and the Ten of Visions, so the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords is beginning. So abundance in terms of emotional fulfillment, abundance in terms of just physical fulfillment is what is on the horizon for you guys. But this is still what is the reality right now. So it's important to not bypass this reality in your connection at this time. So let's look at some of the Lovers Oracle, if anything wants to come through. So Spirit, please, what's going on here? We have time. You're trying too hard, give it time. Okay, so Spirit is saying to take it easy at the moment, to not try this hard, to focus on your own self-love here. By you focusing on your self-love, you're allowing this person to focus on their self-love, and through that you're allowing this to move quicker and in a direction that's benefiting the two of you. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So there's definitely a lot of love that your person feels for you. It feels like they're recognizing the same towards from you. So when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. This is an invitation to consider death in your connection. With the death being here, it's also, just important way to look at your connection. Just if you imagine for a moment, if this person were to die, what would that be like? What would you want to tell them? What would you feel like you have not told them? Maybe write them a letter. If you played out this game, like if they were dying in this moment and they were in their hospital bed and they had like 2 or 3 more days, what would you want to say to them? And vice versa, if you were dying, what would you want to say to them through that lens, through that perceptual shift? This might just really give you new ways of looking at this relationship, a new understanding of your connection, a new perspective which is going to enrich how you look at this connection. It might just give you new things to think about, or just uncover new aspects that you have not been looking at. So life's a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Yeah. Spirit is inviting you to go with the flow of the energy. Go with the flow. You are the one who is in the water, basically. So you are the one in the stream. So just go with the flow. Go with your joy. Follow your joy is the type of guidance that I want to give you right now. And give it time if you feel like this is connecting to your intuition. If it's not, then take whatever action you feel like is going to bring you joy. You can also ask the question, what would someone who loves themselves do? That's a very powerful way of deciding where do you want to go. It's also, a very powerful way to just learn to recognize which direction is more self-loving because the more self-loving direction is always the best direction, and it's the best direction for everyone involved. Okay, so follow that guidance, and that's all I have for you today, my beautiful group number one. Hope this resonated, hope it gave you clarity and understanding of where you are currently situated with your person. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, also comment down below if you feel like you want to say something, connect with our community over here on YouTube. You can also check out my Patreon for more exclusive content, for more videos and collective weekly readings, and also an ability or an opportunity to win a free giveaway each month. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. If you want a personal tarot reading, all the information is in the description box below this video, so you can check out my email there and send me an email if you guys are interested. All right, so with that being said, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you again in another video. Bye. Mwah. Hello, group number 2, if you picked the Malachite crystal and or if you picked the Osho Zen Tarot for your reading. This is going to be a reading into your person's thoughts and feelings of you today, so welcome. Right, so we are going to start off with one or maybe two, depending on how many are going to come through, of this alchemy oracle, just to see what is going on with your person, where they are currently at in this connection. So let's see now. Alrighty, Spirit, please, for group number 2 here. What are their person's thoughts and feelings? Chaos. Okay, this one came from group number 1 as well. Let's see, let's get one more. So your people are confused, you guys. They are lost. Okay. Okay, I guess we have Saturn and we have Uranus. Wow, interesting. We have fog on the bottom of the deck, just making this one even stronger. Yeah, there is a lot of confusion here. Oh my god. I'm sorry. But yeah, let me just show you the card. So there is chaos, present, chaos of mind, chaos of where they stand. We have Saturn. Okay, oh, you're not seeing it, okay. And we have Uranus. So this one is a little bit more colorful. This one has a bit more of a rebellious energy to it. You know, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius here. So that's powerful. That's very, very strong. So let's see, just with chaos, let's start off with this card, please. That there is an disorienting energy. Your person doesn't really know where they are currently landing. Just with the moon being here as well, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of feeling of groundlessness. So your person feels like they're basically just flowing in the air and not knowing where they are. They might be going through a Saturn return. It's what's coming through. So your person, you know, they might have been going through the dark night of the soul, just with all these three energies being here. Now the energy of disorientation, groundedness, and just being sort of pushed back and forth by the energy of Saturn, by that energy of like karma or things sort of coming through again, and you learning about yourself is what's definitely coming through here, which is creating groundlessness for this person. And this moment, it feels very disorienting. And what this person is basically doing, what's coming through here is that they're basically just staying still and they're just observing what is happening for them, what's happening in this connection at the moment. Yeah, like there's a certain overwhelming presence that has to do with your connection here with chaos. And also just with Saturn and Uranus being here, it's just amplifying this chaos energy. It's like it's like vibrating in and out, you know. It's very powerful, it's very strong, it's overwhelming for your person with the presence of spinning, disorientation and groundlessness. It's just creating this powerful feeling of overwhelm here. Yeah, I feel like this person might be even trying to turn to meditation to try to create more groundless what do I even want to say? They want to create grounding, yes, that's the word. They want to create a powerful presence and stability in their lives is what's coming through. The word didn't even want to come through here. It's just like how powerful this card is. It's like, you know, so strong. So Saturn is the energy of structure and consequences. I definitely feel like for most of you guys, your person is going through a Saturn return at the moment. And they might have even imposed very, very strong structures upon themselves, like, you know, limitations, rules, certain logistics and laws under which they are acting, or they have been acting up until now. So basically, Saturn is the energy of constriction. It's the energy of correcting something. It's the energy that's governing how one should be acting or how one should be doing things. It's like it's also the positive energy of commitment, though, endurance and steadiness. Okay, so it's about finding one's own space within a certain structure and knowing where one stands, but still, you know, it's also something that's helping to hold space for a certain commitment or for something to unfold and to be brought towards its end. Okay, so Saturn here is also connected strongly to lead, which came through in group number 1 here also. So if you guys have been guided to choose group number 1, there might be messages there for you as well, just in terms of the chaos and lead being there. So that lead energy is about the quality of, you know, density and weight. So it feels like this person is trying to create that type of stability in their lives, and they're trying to gain stability through certain structures, through imposing certain laws upon themselves. So sorry, I seem to be at a loss for words, or just keep talking gibberish. Yeah, so they want to make structures when it comes to this connection. They want to structurize this connection because there's so much fog, there's so much groundlessness, there's so much confusion, there's so much overwhelm here, that they're really struggling with that. Okay, so with that being said, here we have Uranus. Uranus, this is the energy of awakening. It's the energy of individuality. It's like the energy of a reformer, which is going against Saturn here, which is so interesting that you have here these two energies. It might even be opposing parts within your person, you know, one that wants to explore, that wants to be a reformer, and the other one that's more about the right wing, you know, being responsible, being committed to this, doing things as we have always done it type of energy. But when Uranus strikes, we are in for a surprise, you know, not in the outer world, but in ourselves. And it's the type of energy that what wasn't possible before is possible now. So Uranus has this ability to shatter our preconceptions and sort of shift our perspective or identity to bring newfound freedom and open up dormant energies. Okay, so this is what's happening for your person, this strong energy of sort of tug war between Saturn and Uranus here, and that's in itself creating chaos, which is, you know, not allowing this person to really move in a certain direction. So it's quite a difficult time to be in for your person, if I'm quite honest. Just with this fog on the bottom here, I'm not seeing like this person has any clarity about themselves or about you and your connection here, for that matter. You know, they just seem to be quite lost. They seem to be moving from Saturn to Uranus and sort of trying to find the balance here, but still they're not being successful. Yeah, I feel like they still have a lot of messages coming through to them, a lot of sudden understandings that they are gaining at the moment, which are allowing them to restructurize the field, which is again adding to this chaos. So it's like this person has a certain perspective of your connection, then they're like, okay, this is now making sense, this is how things are. Bam, Uranus comes in, sort of throws in a ball, everything shifts, everything reorganizes itself in this field of awareness. Then they are again in this chaos, in this overwhelming presence, and again they move towards, okay, let's structurize this. Bam, another thing comes through, another shift in awareness is required, and it's all about innovations and new things coming through again and again and again and again. So there's a lot of healing that's happening here, but also a lot of overwhelm, a lot of just upheaval, quite literally, is what's happening here. But it's not without, it's positive energy, because there's a lot of new awareness that's springing up. As a result of this person is realizing new things about themselves, about their uniqueness, about you as well, and about this connection and the universe at large. So yeah, it's quite a radical energy. These are quite radical, strong shifts that are happening for your person at the moment. I feel like your person might also be feeling very restless, or it might be chasing some type of feel-good energy at this moment is what's coming through. Yeah. I feel like I just want to add very, very quickly with Uranus being here, because Uranus is aligned with the story of Prometheus, so the story of the god of fire. So it might be important that for some of you to consider his myth and relate it to your own story. So to ask yourself also, in what instances have you been Prometheus-like, in what instances has that been present? And also one thing to ponder here is the opposite perspective. With Uranus, it's a strong, radical, like bam type of shift. So what you need to ponder is the positive perspective of your own. A positive perspective of what your person, or what you think your person is, perspective is. You are invited to broaden your perspective as the watcher of this reading. Okay, so with fog, confusion, I'm just going to put this one here, the uncreated. So there's a lot of potential, but a lot of this is still, in the potential sphere. It's not being created yet. It's still out there in the ether, sort of being around. If I could just put elements, or put cards or understanding to this connection, it would be like this connection encompasses a lot of wand energy. It encompasses a lot of, I would say also air and cup energy. So a lot of water, a lot of emotions, a lot of thinking about certain things, but also like the thinking about certain things is going in circles. And what's coming through is like there's a lack of pentacle energy. There's a lot of lack of action in the physical. Maybe this person is not even being so physical at the moment, maybe they're not exercising or doing other things that they should be doing to release this energy, so to allow the chaos to unfold for themselves. But yeah, this is what's coming through here. So Spirit, what else can you tell us? Here we have fighting, and we have a conditioning reverse. Okay, so we have fighting energy. This person is all about going against the stream, going against the fog. Just look at how they are dressed. This is how they are approaching this energy of chaos, this energy of the fog. Like, I'm a warrior, and I'm going to cut through this fog. I'm going to see what it has to show me. But they are just stuck in this fog over and over again. It's not leading them anywhere. And we have conditioning reversed. Conditioning reversed here to me means that this person doesn't recognize their own uniqueness. Maybe this is also why Uranus is here strongly, to just try to point this out over and over and over again to them. And they are all about fitting in at this moment. Okay? This feels quite, a little bit bleak. Because this person is like, I'm not going to recognize I'm a lion. I'm not going to recognize I have everything in my hand to shift my awareness. It's interesting how all these sheep around this lion are also like very fog-like. So it's almost like this person cannot make sense of what is happening to them at this time. We have trust reversed. We have friendliness here, however. So trust is coming through reversed. This to me feels like this person is unwilling to see the emotional aspect of their situations. Like this is the Knight of Cups reversed here. And to me, this feels like they're not willing to move forward. They are like just like Peter Pan energy, you know, just being in the air, sort of going to and fro, not really knowing where they should land. And they're just allowing themselves to drift in this energy, to be a drifter a little bit. They don't have grounding at all at the moment, and they don't know how to come back to the earth at this moment. So they're basically fighting the fog when they should be releasing themselves to the fog, is what Spirit is saying. And this is just creating them to stay in this energy of uncertainty. We do have friendliness here, however, with the Two of Cups. So this person is still harboring very, very positive feelings towards you, very, very beautiful, open feelings. They really recognize you as someone who has a lot of value to offer to them. They recognize you as a perfect companion, as a perfect friend, even, you know, whatever your relationship is at the moment. This person is seeing you as someone who is very significant to them, as someone who understands them, as someone who is similar to them, and as someone who can help ground them, you know, someone who can help connect them with the roots and with the sky. So you have like this strong role that you're playing in your person's life at this moment. This is the only energy of like stability, only energy of, I know where I stand here. I know that I have intimacy with this person. I know that there is something important there. There's something that's grounding me in this connection. Yeah. Like with all the rest of the cards, it's just this energy of overwhelming presence, you know, that just not knowing where one is. But here with the friendliness, it's like that is stable. That is where I know I am contained and held. So let's see what else, Spirit. We have the Master. The Master is kind of sort of reversed, kind of sort of upright. The energy is pretty much the same. It's like this person is learning to recognize that they are the master, they are the creator of their own universe. And they are currently struggling with that, but still, you know, they are recognizing it. They are on the energy of awakening, on the energy of enlightenment. You know, with Uranus being here, they are seeking. We have aloneness, so Hermit reversed. I feel like they're quite strongly resistant towards this. However, they're resistant to the lessons that they have to learn about themselves and about this connection, and what this connection is teaching them about themselves and about the universe, basically. They're reluctant to learn these things. Just with resistance, you know, they're fighting, they're resisting. They're trying to let go. They're trying to, you know, let go of things that no longer serve them. They're trying to walk away from things that no longer serve them. But they're doing it all in a very resistant fashion. It's not like there is just openness towards this. It's all with a certain force. It's all happening with a certain force. Even their own awakening here with consciousness, the Ace of Swords and with the Ten of Swords here being reverse rebirth, is happening with a certain like you know, certain energy of I have to realize this, I'm realizing this, but then, you know, it's not shifting. There's still a lot of pain here. There's still a lot of resistance towards what is to come or what is happening. So it's like this person is gaining awareness. They have clarity. They have all the information, but they are not taking the necessary steps to change their environment here to bring these new changes, to bring these new insights about. You know, they're just through these insights, through the Uranus energy of insightfulness, awakening to what is the truth. They are just prolonging their suffering because they're not acting as a result of having learned more about the reality of things. So they're just prolonging their suffering. They're making it more and more and more and more difficult till in the end, you know, it's going to shift, but it's going to be a strong shift. It's going to be like a tower moment. It's going to be like a huge upheaval because they have not been making the little steps towards a rebirth here. Yeah, so basically that's happening. Maybe also this is what's been happening for this person for a few years now, you know, even I don't know, 10 years or more. Like they have been in this cycle for a long time. Maybe this is why the Saturn return is so hard for them right now, because they have not been recognizing these things. We have compromise reversed, so the Six of Pentacles reversed, and we have playfulness here. So there is the energy of the Page of Wands here. So they want to passionately express themselves, but in that, again, it feels like they would be going against something or someone in their everyday life, you know, something physical in their everyday life. This can mean a person, this can mean a job, a career, or something. So it's like, I'm willing to express myself, I want to express myself with Uranus, but it's not like, it's not a mature expression. It's like, it's just going to come suddenly, and it's not going to be contained. It's not going to be expressed in a mature way. It's just going to be like bam, you know, all of a sudden I'm expressing myself in a different way, and it is causing something in my physical life to suffer as a result of that. So yeah, just this person, they are all chaos right now. They are all chaos right now. So let's see what else, Spirit. We have healing reverse, the King of Cups reverse. So they might also be quite moody at the moment. You know, they might be resisting their healing, which is creating that energy of moodiness again. That energy of maybe even blaming others for where they currently are. I'm so sorry about my voice. I don't know what's happening. I seem to be losing my voice at the moment. Maybe there's something wrong here also with the way the throat chakra is expressing itself. Maybe there's too much expression going on. An expression that is not being balanced by the other energies around. So the heart and the third eye, for example, is not balancing this energy. And of course also the root chakra is not balancing this energy, making this person feel quite anxious overall. So one last card, please, Spirit. We have the Dream, okay? So we have the Lovers here on the bottom as well. So it feels like this person is wanting this. They want the ideal. They want to flow together with you. I feel like they daydream about you a lot. They might feel nostalgic about what used to be the connection that you guys used to have. If there was a certain falling off, you know, they definitely miss you greatly with this being here. And just this strong energy of nostalgic energy, missing you, missing your energy, wishing upon a star that you would be together again, or that something would shift in this energy that would lead you back towards yourselves. But also I feel like just with the friendliness, with all of these being here, that the love they feel for you is grounding. The love that they feel for this connection, the connection itself, is what is giving them ground at the moment in this whole groundless phase of their life. Yeah, definitely. I feel like they recognize you as the mirror of their own selves, of things they have yet to heal, things they have yet to look at. This is again creating moodiness here with healing with the King of Cups reversed. So it's like an interesting energy. There's a lot of emotionality. There's a lot of like tension here, because on one side we have this wish to rekindle something, this wish and this desire, this fantasy life. And on the other hand, we have the emotions and the thoughts that are not aligning with this energy, that are not allowing it to be, because there is a lot of resistance, there's a lot of fighting against something in their life. It's going to be different for every single one of you, but this person is fighting against something in their life at the moment. Maybe even this connection, while they are desiring it, they are still fighting against it. Maybe they are desiring this connection, but there is something in their physical life that's not aligning and they're fighting against that. So there's just a lot of moodiness here. So let's see what wants to come through with the Lover's Oracle. Any type of guidance or any type of clarity, please, Spirit, for group number 2 here. Okay, we have transformation, we have secret admirer. So transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. This is also letting me know that the relationship with your own self is about to deepen. There's a lot of fire here, so be careful. Just a word of warning, there's a lot of fire here, there's a lot of confusion here, there's a lot of, energy that's not being like strongly settled and grounded maturely. So it's important to be slow with this person, to not make any hasty movements. We have secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So this to me just feels like this person is having very, very deep feelings for you that they are not showing you quite obviously. All right, but also because they're so resistant. Let's get you one last card here. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay? So let go of things as they are. It's important that you prioritize your own well-being at this time. Try to not focus so much on this person. Allow things to take their course here, because if you try to maybe nudge or poke or whatever, it might just end up being I don't know, fireworks blasting and a wildfire and everything in the middle of that. So just be careful with that. If you approach this person in a very grounded energy, it's going to be okay. That's going to be like, okay, you ground me. This is also a message for you. If you come through towards this person in a grounded manner, your feet firmly planted on the ground, it's going to be okay, and interaction is going to be very smooth, because you're going to allow this person to ground through this interaction. But if you come to them with anything but this, it's not going to be, grounded. It's going to be maybe a lot of confusion, and you're going to end up taking this chaotic confusion in your own individual life as well, and it's going to just create even more confusion for both of you. Open up to change, new moon in Aquarius. So open up to new things coming up in your life at the moment. Maybe also things that don't have to do with your person so much. New things are shifting, coming into your life right now. Any type of guidance for this person, please, for group number 2, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have unleash your kindest self. So yeah, be very mindful, be very grounded, and contain yourself in this person's energy. You are supposed to be the ground for this person, because they are feeling very, very groundless right now. So be very, open, be very mindful, be very understanding. Don't go overboard, don't be too understanding, but at the same time, don't put more on this person's plate, because it feels like they do have a lot to deal with right now. So let's see what else, Spirit, please. Group number 2. Group number 2 here. Step up and lead. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. So step up and lead. Be the example here. Be the example of groundless. Groundless. Why do I keep saying groundless? Grounded action. Grounded action is what's required. So step up and lead with that strong Capricornian energy. This is your message, to be very, very much on the earth, to be in the reality of things, to be very logical, to be very analytical, to be very rational. This is your guidance. even if you don't, resonate so strongly with that. For this person right now, this is what is being required. You have to be, embodying the energy of the earth, the energy of, okay, I have stability, I know where I stand, and I know the way things are going to go, and I know where I want to move this further on. All right, so that's all I have for you, my beautiful group number 2. Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you clarity, guidance on your path moving forward. Let me know how this was for you in the comment section down below. You can connect with our beautiful community through doing that as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel for more videos coming your way in the future. If you're interested in getting more videos and more exclusive content, you can check out my Patreon as well. The link to that is in the description box below. You can also be a match to a certain giveaway that I have every single month on the Patreon. So if you're interested, check it out. There is a free monthly giveaway every month of a personal reading with me. So with that being said, check that out. If you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, all the information about that is also in the description box below this video, so you can check that out. You can send me an email if you are interested. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for connecting. Sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you soon in another video. Bye. Mwah. Hello, group number 3. If you picked the green Aventurine crystal, and or if you have picked this beautiful cat tarot here, this is going to be a reading for what are their thoughts of you today, what's happening with your person. So we're going to start off with a couple of alchemy cards from the Alchemy Oracle, and then we're going to move from there. So we are using the Alchemy Oracle here to tap into the energy of your person. What is the main energy that they are in right now? And that's going to then inform the rest of the reading. Right, so Spirit, please here for group number 3, what's going on with their person here? What's going on with group number 3's person? Okay, gold, interesting. So we're just taking gold here. Thank you. We have blood here on the bottom, interesting. I feel like there's a lot of passion here, definitely. There's a lot of pumping passion for you. So let's see, one more card, please. What's going on with group number 3's person, please? Okay, we have iron here, and we have the blue temple. Wow. Okay, powerful. We have the red and white rose on the bottom. I feel like this energy is very, very uplifting. Okay, so given just what I have had with group number 1 and 2, this is different. This is definitely very positive. Okay, so gold. Let's start off with gold here. Then we're going to move through these two as well. Okay, gold. Gold is interesting. There is an element here of illumination. So it feels like this person is coming towards a complete understanding of this connection. This is the alchemical gold. Is like no ordinary gold. It's not the type of gold that can be found in rings or coins or necklaces. It's something that's really buried deep within. It's like the philosophical gold, the ethereal stone, for example, So this to me feels like this person has been diving very, very deeply to try to understand this connection, and they have uncovered gold, but like internal gold, eternal internal gold here. Like the wisdom, gold of the wise is what they have uncovered. It's like the mystical essence of the universe that they have uncovered. I feel like they are looking at this connection in the direction that it's powerful, that it's something that is opening them up to new ways of understanding and seeing the world. There's incredible value that this person sees in you and in this connection. It's something, they see this connection as very marvelous and very rare. This person cherishes your connection They want to get to know you better. They want to get to know your connection better, the properties of it, the elements of this connection, and its source. All right. So this is also very positive, but it's also a little bit of a shadowy thing. For example, if this gold card is mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. So I feel like there is a certain warning here as well too, that your person recognizes that they have to understand your connection strongly from a spiritual perspective. There is a strong element of wanting to look at this from spiritual, from higher top down perspective, not so much just the physical element, because when they start to understand this connection just in pure physical terms, they start to get tripped up, they start to dive into the shadow, and they start to get very lost and confused. All right, so it's important. I feel like your person definitely really is trying to settle themselves in the feeling right now to respect their own unique journey towards their own gold, their own internal gold, what they have to uncover about themselves. They're trying to really deeply respect that. They're trying to look at this connection from that energy of, okay, what has this person got to teach me? How can I improve myself as a result of learning these things about me? There's also like a honey-like substance here that's even connected to the pineal gland. So it's almost like this person is allowing themselves to open themselves up to gold's infinite sources, almost like God's. If you take off the L here, it's God's infinite sources, And I feel like this person is trying to just open themselves up to understanding more, but also they are trying to understand, like hold this connection as it is in the physical, while not fool themselves into too much. They're trying to look at this purely from the sense of how I can learn about myself, and not trip themselves up too much about what this connection means in the physical. Like they want to hold a lot of respect for you and a lot of respect for your connection is what's coming through here. And if they, as I said previously, if they dive deeper down, just end up in the physical and try to understand things just from the physical point of view, they begin to trip themselves up then. Okay, so with iron here, there's a lot of magnetism. There's a lot of like reliability here. It feels like, whenever this person might need you in the spiritual, you are there. You are felt as a certain presence. There was also blood as I saw it and when I was shuffling. So there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of lust. There's a lot of, you make my blood pump faster type of energy, like whoosh, 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 type of energy of the heart, sort of getting that blood everywhere, rejuvenating this person, making them ready to be with you, face you. There's also the energy of Mars that's here, so the energy of Aries and the energy of Scorpio is present a little bit with that diving deep, that intensity. I feel like this person is overall very, very intense. Just with all of this reddish orange coloring, they feel very intense, but they are balanced out by water here. So we're going to be looking at this one quite quickly. Just let's look at the iron first. So with iron, we have a lot of magnetic energy. It's like this person knows that they can withstand a lot of pressure, and they know that your connection can withstand a lot of pressure here. This connection might have been something that has been moving on or moving through a lot of years. It's not something that feels like it's been recent. It feels like it might even have past life connections or ancestral connections for some of you. So iron here is associated also with the planet Mars and shares its qualities. So such as, for example, being a strong person, being very assertive, and potentially even a little bit warlike. So I feel like with iron being here, this person wants to rely only on the reliable aspects of this connection. So what is reliable in this connection in the physical that they can just rely on and be like, okay, this is the way that it is, this is how it is. And that reliability of this connection of how it is, and having, you know, their toes, their feet firmly in reality, is what's keeping them very, very grounded. I feel like this person is also on an internal search right now. You know, they are going inward a lot. They're sort of reflecting a lot, contemplating a lot, how this means, what this means for me, how have I brought this about, such things. You know, they're not being narcissistic in the sense of having a personal bubble. So they're very open to learning more, being open to new information flowing through from the outside. There's also like a deep magnet that this person feels towards you, that is very, very steady and very, very true. Okay, so there's a steadiness, there's a truth in this connection. Yeah, and there's a feeling like they can allow this connection to hold them. They can allow themselves to be held by you, by this connection, but again, allow themselves to be held in a more higher spiritual sense, not in the quite literal sense. So this person is all about just trying to understand and navigate basically through the spirituality, and navigate through the presence of what is here in the physical right now. Try to make sense out of that, and sort of make sense out of their passions as well, and try to temper their passions. They try to be very harmonious and sort of bring things into harmony, bring the fire, bring the water into harmony within themselves. With the blue temple, there is this energy of the home of imagination, this energy of celestial realms, of expansiveness. So this person is, as said previously, very open to entering a space of new depths, a space of new possibilities. So to basically open the insides, the inner realms of their own being, and become willing to see with their inner eye in a new way. So I feel like this person is very, very spiritual. They're very open to learning new things. They're very open to searching, to understanding. If you feel like you want to connect deeper with this card, you can contemplate the energy of it, the energy of the blueness of it, and try to just vibe with it, and try to just feel your person through this energy. This is how you're going to also be able to connect with them more deeply, if that makes sense for any of you. It's just something that's coming through. I feel like this person is someone who is very much in tune with the moods of the environment, the moods of the collective, their own moods, the moods of the other person. I feel like this type of person, they're overall a very attuned person. Okay, so they're very much about going with the rhythm of the situation, going with the rhythm of the way that things are attuned, like in music. So yeah, there's like also an eternal mystery that this person feels is here present in this connection, and they love it. They try to deepen it, they try to study it through themselves, through the external world, and try to just, you know, understand and sit quietly sometimes, even in this world of mysteries. So it's like this person is comfortable with not knowing, they're comfortable with knowing, they know where they stand, they have like this openness towards you. Okay, let's quickly now also just look at this card. So we have here the energy of the red and white rose. This to me feels like it's just got a beautiful openness to it. It's got like this, again, awakening energy to it. The new pearl is also here on the bottom, and rotation. So interesting. Things are going round and round for you guys, but things are also shifting. So this to me feels like there's a strong vital force that's present here, and also a strong understanding, like how the physical is a gateway to the spiritual, like how the spiritual is supposed to be lived in the physical. There is a strong energy of a rising awakening that's present here. There's this pristine whiteness of the rose that is not threatened by the blood red pigment. Okay, so it's like the pristine awakening, the enlightenment is not it's not threatened by that, you know, let's say passionate, blood-like urge. It's like it's flowing with it, it's allowing it to be, it's mixing with it. You know, this person feels like they don't have resistance. It's very interesting how, you know, group number 1 and 2, especially 2, was all about resisting what is. With this group, I'm getting no resistance. This is like, poof, this is all good. You know, we're flowing with it, we're understanding it, we're allowing it. It's all good, you guys. You know, this energy, it's also something that's with this flow that's reminding me of Heather from, what's it called? Activating vibrations or something like that, activation vibration, something like that, you know, the Heather. If you want to understand the vibe that this person is in, connect with Heather and her energy and her videos, because this is the type of non-resistance that this person is in. You know, it's like this is coming through. All right, I see it, I recognize it, I'm here for it, I'm vibing with it, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing it. You know, it's like this energy of connectedness. It's always present with this person. Basically understanding how the spiritual is shifting and channeling through the physical to just learn more about itself. So there's this joy here, this joy of being a body, you know, and translating spiritual teachings into embodiment basically, you know. That's what this is what this energy is all about. It's about uniting the body to serve the soul's purpose. For example, just through embodied action, just through living embodiment, which is just, it's very beautiful, you guys. Like this person, they are very attuned. They understand this connection in a very beautiful way. The only problem I might see here is that this person might be, you know, tempted to see everything from a more spiritual perspective and then not translate it into physical, or be too physical and not translate it into the spiritual. So there's just this, you know, this interplay that's still not completely flowed through, but it's still, it's just got a more non-resistant and very beautiful flowy energy than the rest of the groups here. So I'm very pleased with that. Just overall, you know, when I'm reading the cards, it's rarely got this flow energy to it, this energy of openness, of invitation to it. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, please, for group number 3 here, what is their person thinking today? We have the 5 of Cups. Interesting. This to me might be sometimes, you know, understood as something bad, but it's also like, to me it feels like I have eaten all that I could. It's the energy of fulfillment that I'm getting out of this card, which is contradictory to what it usually is, because usually it's like grief, you know, the 5 of Cups, but to me this feels like I ate what I could. I got what I could out of this. It feels like this person, even in the difficultiest situations, they are able to look at things in a bright way. They're able to find the silver lining, and this is what they are doing at the moment as well. If things have been difficult, they have recognized the silver lining there. They have recognized why this is good as well as bad. So it's like they are not stuck on the pessimistic, they're not stuck on the darker side here. We have the King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands is the energy of play. This person is all about just an invitation to enjoy life together. So their thoughts of you today are very joyful, they are very open, they're very playful. They're like, okay, when are you going to show up for me again so that we can enjoy our physical embodiment together? I feel like your person can be quite enlightened, like they might have been through a lot of spiritual healings or just a lot of enlightenment in general, a lot of awakenings, a lot of enlightenment, like, yeah, and they definitely embody that frequency. That frequency of non-resistance, just flowing with it, having fun together, joy and play. So let's see what else here. We have the King of Cups. We have the energy of the Seven of Wands. Interesting. I feel like this person might also want to stir a bit of trouble or try to be a little bit pokey. So with their thoughts of you today are like they want to reach out. It's like they feel the passions within them rising and they're like, oh, I wanna, wanna see what's going on there. It's almost like, when the cat is like on the table and it's pushing the things towards the end to try to make it fall. And this is how this feels, they're like testing the waters. They're testing how far they can go in this connection. They're also testing to see what is going to happen next in this connection. So I feel like they're very optimistic. They're very much like a child that is going to go on a certain trip in the near future, and they're super excited about that. There's like an adventure that's present here. Then with the King of Cups, we have very mature energy of stability, very mature energy of holding space for themselves and for everyone involved. There is a strong energy of harmony here, an energy of completion, an energy of being able to hold their own self in a stable place when things are difficult as well, and to be able to hold other people in a stable place when things are difficult. There's just a lot of emotional stability that this person is putting forth. There's a lot of intimacy that they feel towards you. They definitely recognize that within themselves. They recognize that within you, and they want to just hold space for that, for the two of you to be together and to just, be with each other. There's the energy of wanting to listen to you, wanting to hear you, wanting to understand you. I feel like this person's love is visible through their eyes. If you just connect to this card a little bit with the little eyes of the cat, it's like there is this openness to the eyes. There is this love that's shining through the eyes. And it's not like this love is, impulsive. It's allowing, it's inviting, it's loving, almost like unconditional love is what's present here. There's this presence of love. The presence is what this person is giving you, and that is love for them, and that is joy for them. Let's see what else we have here. The Eight of Pentacles coming through. So this person is also maybe focused on work right now, focused on what they can accomplish in the physical. But also I feel like for some of you, they might be focused on maybe working with you or doing something with you. But for most of you, it's going to be like they are just really trying to focus on work at the moment, trying to be as good as they can be in the workplace or in the physical dimension. They might be working out for some of you even, this person wants to be good and do good. Okay. Interesting. We have Temperance coming through, so Sagittarius energy. Again, just the same as with the King of Cups here. There is this curiosity, but there is this energy of letting be. Curiosity, adventure, letting be, that is at the same time held. This is, quite difficult to hold. The energy of allowing everything to be as it is, allowing every single being to express its true form as it wants to express it, and to also, allow yourself to express what you want in a sort of harmonic coexistence. It's difficult, but it's very, very beautiful. I feel like this person is also maybe resisting the deeper urges, such as, the cat wanting to eat the fish. They're like allowing the fish to be. They're trying to coexist with everything that is, which is, again, that strong spiritual perspective. We have, again, the flow of water here. So water is a big element here for your person. They're definitely like in that flowy nature, going with the flow, going with what comes, going with what leaves. They're not resistant to anything, which is powerful. Here we have the Four of Cups. So I feel like something has been lost by this person, but something has been gained here as well. That's quite vague, but it feels like this person, they have lost something. Like this card, this one does hold melancholic feelings within itself. It's got that sadness to it. It's got the sadness of having lost something that you are emotionally bonded to very deeply, and that has caused pain, that has caused grief. And I feel like this person might have been through it quite through difficult times recently, especially emotionally difficult times. But also, just with this card being here, they have found a lot of clarity through that. They have found gold through that, and that loss has allowed them in this time right here right now to find something new, to bring in new energy, to bring in new possibilities, to bring in new opportunities. Maybe this is like, it's almost like spirit is giving them a treat, giving them something new to nibble on. It's like, okay, you can have this, you have lost that, but you can have this new thing, this new snack, or this new opportunity now here. And they're like, okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to flow with it. I'm going to see where this goes. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Okay, Spirit is basically telling me to go in the direction of the Lover's Oracle now. So yeah, I feel like this might also be you two meeting quite quickly, or this might be your connection, that they're like, okay, I have been given this opportunity to connect with a different person, or connect with a new person, or to connect with a new job opportunity, for example, or just to be given something new in the physical, maybe even more money, for example, for some of you. But yeah, it's all playing out nicely. Like, there is still some pain here. Oops, too many cards. I do want to point out there's still some like residue of pain because of these two cards. But this person is all about, they're not resisting the pain, but they're also, trying to find the silver lining. They're not allowing themselves to just stay inside the pain. Okay, so what else? Spirit, for group number 3, what type of messages do we have here from their person? Okay, so we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So it's important for you to remember this, that you are choosing every single day what it is that you are wanting and where you want to go. It's interesting that there's like a snake coiled around them, almost like the elemental energies are coiling around the two of you. This feels like it might be also a Kundalini awakening for some of you that your people or yourself might be going through here. But you know what is right for you. Just need to tap into your inner knowing. You need to connect with yourself again, and in that you're going to know what is right, because what feels right is what's right. I mean, not incredibly always, but it's about following the self-loving journey. Sometimes the self-loving journey also does feel a little bit wrong, but it's right. You feel it's right. You intuitively, instinctively know it is supposed to go in that way. Okay, anything else, Spirit, please, from this person? Okay, we have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So there is that energy here. This person might be in love with you. I feel like they definitely feel for you very, very strongly. And they're trying to be temperate about this. They're trying to be, chill, soft-spoken, very much unassuming about it all. And here we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Okay, so it's time to do a little bit of self-reflection. Just figure out what it is that you are wanting, what it is that you want to be. What do you want to be with this person, You have to get clear on what it is that you're wanting here. It is possible that this person is very, open to whatever might come through. So you do need to get clear on what it is that you want. Take ownership of that with this power card, and then maybe communicate this with your person so that you can reach an understanding. If you really want a relationship with them, you are watching this video for a reason. So you might want something with this person, but you do need to get clear on what it is that you are wanting and how this person might fit into your life, how you might fit into theirs. You need to take these things into account. And then if you feel guided to do that, you can talk to them, because they do feel positively towards you, definitely positively towards you. There is romance here as well. So I feel like there is a energy that is shared between the two of you in terms of this intimate romantic energy. So there is an interest from their side as well. All you need to decide here is, what do you want? You know, that is the next step. Okay, so any other guidance for group number 3 now, please, Spirit? Any guidance here for group number 3 in terms of this connection? Thank you. We have trust the universe. Yeah, first quarter moon in Aquarius, just trust. Go with the flow and trust. Figure out what it is that you're wanting though, and trust the universe. Take ownership of what it is that you're wanting, and then just be like, okay, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and then go that way. Shine. Shine, new moon in Leo. Just shine your light. Be yourself. Shine your light. We have here forgive. Full moon in Pisces. If there is any residue of like emotions or any grief or any shame or anything that you might be feeling in connection to this connection, it's time to let that go. Forgive, forget. Ho'oponopono meditation. It's like Hawaiian meditation of forgiveness and letting go. That might help you as well. Okay, forgiveness. It's what's required here. Okay, one last card. Leave the past behind. Yeah, definitely. Forgive, leave the past behind. With last quarter moon in Capricorn, let go of what used to be and open up space for the new here. All right. So that's all I have for you, my beautiful group number 3. Thank you so much for connecting with me, for being here to share your energy. Hope this video, this reading gave you some clarity and understanding of where you're moving in your connection and where your person is currently at. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to share your energy even more and to be part of new videos that are coming through in the future. Also, comment down below if you feel like you want to share something with myself and with our beautiful community. Connect with the community, connect with the comments if you feel guided to do that as well. Other than that, sending you so much love. If you want to check out future other videos, you know, you can also check out the Patreon. I offer exclusive content over there. And if you want a personal tarot reading, all the information is in the description box below this video. You can check out my website or just send me an email if you're interested. Okay, sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you soon in another video. Bye. Mwah.